And welcome into Nick at Night. I am Nicole, Allshouse, joined by Mayor Nick Derzis. Today we're standing in a special spot because there's a big decision for Hoover just around the corner.
Yeah, Nicole, we're standing here at Stadium Trace, Phase 1. As you can see, all the momentum out here. Great place. And now we've got a decision to make, City Council a decision to make on Phase 2. And I want our citizens to really understand what we've negotiated. And the guy that's negotiated this for our city administrator, Brian Muenger, is here with us today. And we're going to keep this very simple. We want to be very direct to let citizens know exactly what's at stake.
It's always been full transparency here with Mayor Nick Derzis and with the city of Hoover. So let's go see Brian.
Okay, thank you. Now we're here with our city administrator, Brian Muenger.
Welcome into you, Brian. Thanks for being here.
All right. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Nicole.
So here's my question, and I think everybody at home would like to know this too. We look around this land behind us. This is prime land right off 459, but the question remains, why is nobody built on it?
Now, the tough reality is this land is very difficult to develop. It's a former U.S. Steel property. They actually used to mine coal right here on the land, and it's riddled across this entire property with at least 9 vertical shafts that have to be remediated before any work can be done on the property. And all in, to get this property ready to build is going to be around $42 million.
So when you say $42 million, that's before a foundation is ever set, right?
It's $42 million just to fix the mines, remediate the stormwater, and get this site ready to build vertically.
Wow. So Mayor, when you hear that number, and some people at home may be thinking, what's the deal? Is it a cheap deal versus a cheaper deal? What would you say?
Well, I would say that this property has been like this for many years, and it sits behind us. The fact is that this developer is the only one that I'm aware of that actually wants to complete this project. Phase 1, I would say, has been a success. Phase 2 down here, when Brian talks about the mine shafts and all the issues with the piece of property, I would say that if this deal doesn't happen, it's probably going to be a long time if one ever does develop.
So the question then remains, it's not between, is it a cheap deal or cheaper deal? It's either this deal or no deal.
No question about it. Absolutely. No question.
Okay. So of course that begs the question, Brian, what is the city actually spending?
Yeah, so out of pocket, the city would spend under the proposal $4 million. And that goes directly towards the stormwater fix on this property that fixes the downstream issues in Scout Lake.
Okay, so $4 million for the city, and then what accounts for the rest?
So the rest of the proposal, you've heard the number $28 million.
Yes.
That includes the $4 million. That counts towards the total development incentive. But the entire remainder of that sum is paid out incrementally on a performance basis over the next 20 years as this development makes money for the city.
Okay, and when you hear those numbers, Mayor, what are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, it is a fix for Scout Lake. It's $4 million up front, which we'll get back within the first 4 to 5 years. The buffer that we're given is really something that we heard from residents, and it's something that's non-negotiable. Fixing Scout Lake's non-negotiable. Those are things that we feel that need to take place. So this whole community, and if this for some reason does become Phase 2, it's going to be just another amenity for the city.
So it's a solution, and it's writing that one check.
One check, exactly.
And Mayor, I remember when we did our Nick at Night series during the election, you always said Hoover is open for business, and this is really an extension of that.
It is an extension of that, and again, we're here today. I'm hoping soon that we're going to be at the Galleria, we're going to be at Patton Creek. Just because we're here today doesn't necessarily mean that we don't have other things happening. To me and with Brian, we've been meeting with people every week and talking about different things. And we ran on economic development, and this is the first phase. And again, this is a decision the city council make, and I guess we want to hear our citizens and their citizens' input, what they think. But the bottom line is, like Brian said, when you talk about a developer that's going to have to spend the kind of money that's going to have to spend just to get it pad ready, not a lot of people want to do it.
It's a big investment.
Big investment.
And Brian, I think a really common question, at least if I was home watching this, would be what comes back to the city of Hoover?
Yeah, so the city has to get a return on its investment, obviously. So What comes back to the city under the proposed deal that we have on the table is about $27 million over the next 20 years. And that's comprised of property tax, sales tax, and lodging taxes off what will eventually be built here.
Okay, and this, when you hear those numbers, Mayor, you automatically, I know, think schools, right? Think about schools.
Sure. You know, when you consider the next 20 years, really the biggest winner is our city school system. You're looking at over 20 years, if everything goes as we assume it will, we're talking about $25 million. And absolutely no risk for the school system. So when you're looking at $25 million over 20 years with no risk, I think it's a pretty good deal.
That's a good ROI.
Good.
And let's talk about this because we can look at phase one, right? That already shows that it works. And I think that's comforting, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So post-development, since phase one got to completion, the property tax generation is up over 400%.
Wow.
Again, that's a benefit to the city, huge benefit to the schools. And it's generated between property taxes and sales taxes over $17 million for the city just since it's been open.
So we need to think about this. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Absolutely. These are seeds that you plant that eventually grow into really great tax producers and employers for the city.
And of course, so many of you at home probably thinking, what goes on the land? So Brian, let's start with that.
Yeah. So the big things that people, I think, will be really interested to hear is that there's a new ambulatory surgical center on the land, a senior care home, which includes memory care, a concept called Chasing Aces, which is a premier golf course entertainment venue, and spots for a 200-room hotel, as well as other restaurant and commercial properties that are TBD currently.
Well, that's going to be amazing for Hoover, and not only just the growth, but the jobs too, and that's important to you. How many jobs are we talking?
Yeah, we're probably talking in the area of 500 additional jobs. So when we talk about 500 jobs, additional health care, the fix for Scout Lake, I mean, it's a lot of wins, I would say, a lot of wins.
It's a big win for the city of Hoover.
Big wins.
And Brian, this plan also extends Peridot Place over to Brock's Gap Parkway, correct?
Yeah, so the new road that connects over to Brock's Gap does a couple things for the development in the community. One, it provides a direct point of ingress and egress to all the communities back towards the Met. All those new neighborhoods, the growth that we have back there, they will have a direct path in and out. It also allows a second emergency path for people that would have the ability to exit the neighborhood if there was a blockage on Stadium Trace. And with the kind of uses we have here, things like a surgical center, memory care, we know that's very important.
And Mayor, it's important to emphasize to everybody watching at home, this is not final yet, correct?
Correct. There's a public hearing on July 13th, Monday night, July 13th, which is our city council meeting, and public will be heard. I would also say to individuals, if you'll go to hooveralabama.gov, we've got this entire script, I'll call it, that's out there that shows exactly what the city's getting, what we're doing, what Broad Metro's doing. So individuals can take a look at it, dissect it, and they can send in questions to the city council members through that website, and they'll get a response. You may want to get a response prior to that Monday, July 13th. But July 13th, people will be able to speak, the council will talk, and hopefully that night we'll have a vote, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, so July 13th, mark that on your calendar. Also, Mayor, one last time, the website so people can write it down.
Yeah, it is hooveralabama.gov.
hooveralabama.gov. Brian, we so appreciate your time. We thank you for being here.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it, buddy. Yes, sir.
And Mayor, you don't get to leave yet because we've got to talk quickly as we close about the big fireworks, all the big show for 4th of July.
Yeah, well, when this airs, it's done. So I want to say congratulations to everybody that came out. It's the biggest thing that we've ever done at the Met for July 4th. We had our own Chris Richards playing for the USA Soccer. Amazing that we had been talking about having this fireworks and having a big show for the 250th anniversary and celebration of our nation, but also to have the USA playing that night and then have one of our own Chris Richards playing. Unbelievable. And then, of course, who can stay? We had the Guinness Book of World Records, right? Guinness Book of World Records. We had lots of things happening. It was a great night and a great celebration. Biggest thing we've ever done. Biggest fireworks in our history. What a culmination.
I was going to say, on top of the 250th, I mean, this is something for you as mayor. You want Hoover to be a destination, right?
We do want to be a destination. You know, people talk about Coleman, Alabama, being a destination for Christmas. And I want Hoover, Alabama to be a destination for the 4th of July. And we had a heck of a time, and I think our staff is so excited that I think they want to do bigger and better, and I'm not sure how much bigger and better we can do, but bigger and better for next year. So we're excited about it.
Thank you so much, Mayor. We certainly appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And don't forget to tune in every single month for Nick Nite with Mayor Nick Derzis right here in Hoover, Alabama. We'll see you next time.